up my door. I'm going to call the police. Call the police.
You are not Madeleine. We will not speak to you again. If you ring the British police...
A Polish woman claimed to be Madeleine McCann, but the shocking truth is stranger than fiction. What if the world's most haunting mystery, the disappearance of a child, was suddenly solved by a single bold claim? A young woman steps forward, declaring, "I am Madeleine McCann." In early 2023, Julia Wendell, a 21-year-old woman from Poland, took to social media with a shocking announcement. She believed she was Madeleine McCann, the British toddler who vanished without a trace in Portugal back in 2007. Julia pointed to vague childhood memories and unsettling gaps in her past. She shared photos online, highlighting a rare eye defect that both she and Madeleine appeared to have. The resemblance was uncanny, or so Julia claimed, but doubts arose instantly. One glaring inconsistency: Julia spoke with a strong Polish accent. Madeleine, raised in an English-speaking household, would not have developed such an accent if she were truly the missing girl. Despite the skepticism, Julia's plea was simple but chilling. "Please help me. I just want to know who I am." Her claims went viral. News outlets from around the globe reported on her story. Social media exploded with debates. Was this the breakthrough the world had waited for, or the start of a cruel hoax? But as her story spread, so did the cracks in her narrative, leading to twists no one could have anticipated. As Julia's claims swept across the internet, one name entered the picture, promising to uncover the truth: Dr. Fia Johansson, a private investigator and psychic. Dr. Johansson saw potential in Julia's story and quickly stepped in as her advocate. She became Julia's spokesperson, took legal control as her power of attorney, and arranged for Julia to travel to the United States. This was no ordinary intervention. This was a media spectacle. Together, they appeared on major platforms, including an explosive interview on Dr. Phil. Millions tuned in to hear Julia's story, with experts analyzing every word. On the surface, Julia seemed vulnerable, uncertain about her identity. But behind the scenes, Johansson was orchestrating a plan to uncover Julia's true origins through DNA testing. While the media frenzy continued, Julia began posting more about her life online. From sharing personal anecdotes to uploading singing videos on YouTube, she seemed to embrace her newfound fame. But for every follower who supported her, there were critics who called her out. Many questioned her motivations, labeling her an attention seeker or worse. Finally, the long-awaited DNA test results arrived. The truth? Julia was not Madeleine McCann. The results showed no connection to the McCann family. The world braced for her reaction, but Julia's response was anything but predictable. The DNA test results were undeniable. Julia Wendell was not Madeleine McCann. But instead of bringing closure, the revelation plunged this story into chaos. Dr. Fia Johansson, who had championed Julia's claims, quietly stepped away. There were no grand statements, no heartfelt goodbyes, just silence. Julia, however, wasn't finished. She turned on Johansson, accusing her of exploitation and manipulation. Their partnership, once so public, had completely unraveled. But Julia's behavior became even more erratic. After apologizing and admitting she was not Madeleine McCann, she shocked everyone by returning to the same claims that had already been disproven. Once again, she declared herself the missing girl, doubling down on her story despite the evidence. Then came her most controversial move yet. Julia visited the McCann family's property in the UK. Armed with her phone, she live-streamed her presence, stating she just wanted to connect with the family she believed was hers. But the encounter quickly turned ugly. Madeleine's mother, Kate McCann, reportedly broke down in tears, while her father, Jerry McCann, grew visibly angry. The McCanns contacted the police, and in a recorded phone call, officers warned Julia to stop her claims and cease harassing the family. The audio captures the stern tone of the authorities as they made it clear that her actions had gone too far. Still, Julia didn't back down. The visit cemented her reputation as someone who was either deeply troubled or dangerously determined.
Call the police. This is fun. Please, only 2 minutes. I understand you.
I do, but I don't need this. Sorry.
But I'm not lying. Please, I'm not lying. Not my daughter. I'm going to call the police. Call the police.
This is fun.
I'm not lying. Please, I have DNA. I'm going to the police and I'll sort it out. Police, I see her cry. I saw your face. I saw your number face. How we can describe me? They lied about me.
The media is a traitor.
They lied about me, like they lied about you. I will show you, like, this is the one thing.
Who will show you? Evidence.
I need help. You are not Madeleine.
How do you know the DNA? How do you know
I can go away. She's not my don't challenge her.
We don't want this. Please do not answer us. And please leave the premises.
Listen,
I don't know what your investment is.
listen.
No, don't listen. We're not having a
You
discussion
have
about
that DNA back.
It's nothing to do with anything.
No DNA.
There's also no stone.
I have all markings on my body, almost. I have memory.
Like, please. No, because you have said so much stuff. We don't want any information.
Well, all I'm saying is
But this is DNA on paper. DNA on paper. My DNA from
The
my
police are well aware about Julia and her situation.
But it's not lying.
How are you going to find that out?
Because I have a treatment. I have a
Great.
prison.
Okay. You go to him and get him to send all the information to the Metropolitan Police.
Police
Julia,
officer present.
Because, yes,
Julia
because
has a
you
book.
have so many after the Freemasons. I'm not here to
No, not me.
We're not having a discussion, please. But we will be.
I am nothing. Lucy, I have to be room me out. Room me out. Please take it.
We will not speak to you again. If you ring the British police or you go to Leicester again, they will contact, any kind of contact will come back to us, okay? We are Operation Grange, it will come back to us. So it's pointless you making any more attempts to contact the British police.
Why?
And also, if you do go to Leicester again and you do, you know, they are fully aware of you now. They know who you are, and if I mean, there's offences called harassment here. If you cause any harassment, you could be arrested. Okay?
Is it blackmail? If I will go there, I will be. Yes, it is blackmail.
No, harassment's when you annoy someone.
I'm saying that you blackmail me now.
No, I'm not blackmailing.
It looks like, because I don't harass anyone.
I'm just giving you advice. Now, Julia, I'm really sorry to have to ring you like this. I know you don't.
No, because you just didn't check my DNA and you admitted this.
Yeah.
By now, Julia's actions had gone beyond a personal identity crisis. They were seen as outright harassment. But the question remained, why was she doing this? As the dust settled, more voices began to speak out, this time from Julia's own family. They publicly denounced her claims, stating that she was not Madeleine McCann and that her accusations were a fabrication. According to them, Julia had always struggled with mental health issues, and they described her behavior as erratic and destructive. They revealed that Julia's birth records were legitimate and that she had grown up in Poland with her biological family. Yet, Julia dismissed their statements, accusing them of hiding the truth and being part of a conspiracy. These accusations only deepened the divide between her and her family. But Julia wasn't finished. Even after the police phone call and the DNA results, she continued to post online, reigniting her claims and drawing attention to herself. She claimed the McCanns were ignoring crucial evidence, and in doing so, she fueled even more outrage. Critics accused her of exploiting a tragedy, while supporters continued to believe in her sincerity. Meanwhile, psychologists and commentators began to speculate, could Julia be suffering from a delusional disorder? Her inability to let go of the belief that she was Madeleine McCann, even after concrete evidence disproved it, hinted at a deeper psychological issue. Some suggested she might be experiencing a desperate need for attention, born out of trauma or isolation. Others believe she genuinely convinced herself of her claims, unable to separate fact from fiction. The story of Julia Wendell became a tragic case study of how personal struggles, amplified by the internet, can spiral out of control. So, what happens when the search for truth collides with the chaos of lies, delusions, and heartbreak? Julia Wendell's story leaves us asking more questions than it answers. Julia's claims unraveled, her DNA results proved her wrong, and even her family called her a liar. But her actions left lasting scars on herself, on her family, and on the McCanns, who were forced to relive their unimaginable grief. For the McCanns, Julia's intrusion was more than a distraction. It was deeply painful. The visit to their property, the public harassment, and the media frenzy only added to their decades-long ordeal of not knowing what happened to their daughter. And while they've dealt with countless false leads and hoaxes over the years, Julia's case struck a particularly raw nerve because it went so far. Julia's behavior also raises troubling questions about the role of social media in amplifying stories like hers. Platforms like Instagram and TikTok allowed her claims to reach millions, while the public fascination with true crime blurred the line between advocacy and exploitation. What started as a cry for help turned into a global spectacle, and Julia seemed to thrive in the spotlight, even as her credibility crumbled. But beyond the lies and accusations, there's a haunting possibility. Julia may genuinely believe her claims. Could she be a victim of unresolved trauma, searching for answers to her own fractured past? Or could her actions stem from a psychological disorder, like delusional disorder, where reality and belief become indistinguishable? In the end, Julia Wendell's story isn't just about her or the McCanns. It's a cautionary tale about how easily truth can be distorted in the age of social media. It's a reminder of the human cost behind the headlines and the fragile line between seeking justice and causing harm. And as for Madeleine McCann, the search for answers continues. Her case remains one of the most infamous unsolved mysteries in modern history. Somewhere, the truth is still out there, and one can only hope it will finally come to light. If you found this story intriguing, make sure to like, follow, or subscribe for more gripping true crime and mystery content. There's always another story waiting to be told, and you won't want to miss it. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you in the next one.